Hello everyone, welcome back to this channel. I'm so happy that you're here, and today I really wanted to share with you 10 micro habits to improve your life in 2025. The first one is probably the simplest of all of them, and it's to add a pinch of salt to your water for electrolytes and hydration. I personally try to use either sea salt or Himalayan pink salt, and these salts will add extra minerals to your regular tap water. Number 2 is to ditch coffee and replace it by matcha or gicha tea, chicory, any coffee alternative, even cacao. By making this switch, you're reducing the acidity levels in your body, which create inflammation, and also helping your nervous system to regulate itself because you don't have the high peak of coffee and then the crash. These drinks provide you more of like a softer, more gentle energy over time that is definitely more stable for your inner state. Number 3 is to support your health with targeted supplements. Recently, I started taking supplements from Biogena, which is sponsoring this portion of the video. I'm going to go through some of the supplements that I've been taking and why. The first one is the vitamin D3 drops. I have them at breakfast, and the reason why I decided to implement vitamin D is first, we're in winter, so we have a lot less sun exposure here where I live in Switzerland. And finally, actually the last 6 months, I've gotten sick 2 to 3 times. So this is really helping me with taking care of my immune system this season and as well as my overall vitality. Another supplement that I've been incorporating in my morning routine has been the Zeven Salts magnesium supplement. I've been taking magnesium for multiple years, like for as long as I can remember, even like back home when I lived with my parents, my mom, every time I would get a headache or be a bit under the weather, she'd be like, take magnesium, it's gonna help. And a lot of the time it did, because it really helped hydrate my body on a deeper level. I have been very active all of my life, and over the last year I've started incorporating some strength training and weightlifting. So I've also noticed that magnesium helps in muscle recovery. Next, I'm taking iron, which is the Moferin 21. This one, I decided to take it because last year I had to do injections and I don't want to go that way again this year. And what I really like about this one specifically that I forgot to mention in the intro that I want to mention here is that it is a plant-based iron supplement. Whenever I had low iron, my doctor would always tell me, you need to eat more red meat and organs, and I tried to do so. But then what actually ended up happening is that my iron deficiency completely vanished after I turned vegan and switched to a plant-based diet. So it turned out that the iron found in plants actually was absorbed better by my body than animal-based iron. This one also has vitamin C, which, if you're familiar with iron supplementation, you always need vitamin C for optimal absorption of this mineral. For those of you who have been following my channel for a bit, you may know that I recently went through depression and had a burnout with lots of anxiety and panic attacks. And although I am on medication right now, I am always looking for more natural ways to regulate my nervous system, whether it's through breath work, meditation, yoga. I'm also very, very interested in adaptogens, and I have been incorporating ashwagandha. This also is something that I really wanted to try now that I'm on medication, because the plan is not to stay on medication for the rest of my life. So it feels really good to know for me that I have the option to use something like this, maybe to transition from taking medication to reducing it, to then remove it completely and then have access to something a little bit more natural to keep my nervous system stable in the long term afterwards. And then lastly, I wanted to take the Collagen Superior and the Hyaluron and Pro Collagen Essentials. This one is a vegan one, this one is a non-vegan one. It's like little sachets with a powder, tastes really, really good. And then I put it in a glass of water and I just drink it every single morning, and this really helps support glowing skin from the inside out. I got recent comments on a video that I posted in the last weeks commenting on the glow of my skin. So when it comes to supplements, if I'm gonna put the discipline and effort into taking them daily and consistently, I really want the products to work. I love that all these formulas from Biogena are all scientifically tested and they all have a research background to them. So if any of you guys want to support your body through very specific nutrients, check out the Biogena website. And because this is one of the first collaboration that Biogena does on YouTube, and I feel so honored that they chose this channel, they are offering you guys a 20% off discount with the code Chloe20. Okay, we need to move on to step 4. Number 4 is to add fermented foods to your meals. This is a super easy thing to do. Nowadays, you can find kombucha, kimchi, sauerkraut, all of these nutrient-packed, probiotic-packed foods in your grocery store. This is so easy to do, and this is delicious, and it supports your gut health. If you're not used to fermented foods, try a few different ones of them and see what you like. Test out a few different ones. There are so many, like even fermented soy, such as miso. So make miso soup. These foods are amazing for your gut, and they're so easy to implement in your daily meals. Number 5 is to take 3 deep breaths before you start eating. I have noticed that whenever I would do this before a meal, I would eat so much more consciously and slowly, and I would feel deeply nourished afterwards, as opposed if I'm just chugging down a meal while scrolling on my phone and suddenly my plate's empty and I haven't seen anything of what was in there. It's all gone already. So taking the 3 deep breaths or saying a few things that you're grateful for, or even a prayer, is a really great way to just center yourself before nourishing your body. Eating slowly also improves your digestion because as you chew, you develop the enzymes that are necessary to digest the foods. Number 6 is to wash your skin only once a day. I try to wash my skin with cleanser only once a day in the evening to remove any makeup, any sunscreen, pollution, skincare, all of it, and have a really deep clean. In the evening, I apply my evening skincare normally, and in the morning, I try to just wash my skin with water. This helps in letting your skin regulate its own pH and its own sebum production, and overwashing your skin can actually disrupt and irritate it quite a bit. So this is something new that I have implemented, and I've noticed that my skin barrier is a lot happier for it. Number 7 is dry brushing. So I brush my body and my face in the morning before the shower. So I have 2 brushes, and I love the dry brushing on the body. It helps circulate blood flow, work the lymphatic system, and as well as increase circulation. So it really helps with things such as water retention. So it exfoliates the skin and gets rid of dead skin and regenerates itself. I do the same for my face. This is a slightly smaller and softer brush for the face. I find that like the body brushes are a bit hard. So I have a specific one for the face, and this feels really nice. I get a really good glow. My skin is so soft after I dry brush it, and doing it on the face is also a really great way of gently exfoliating and reducing any puffiness and increasing circulation in this area for optimal glow. Number 8 is to turn on the red light on your phone after sunset, or at least 1 hour before bed. When you go into your iPhone setting, you are able to set up certain shortcuts, and you can set up a shortcut that when you click 3 times on the lock button, it sets your screen to red light. Using red lights in the evening, especially on your screens, really helps in not getting in any blue light, which prevent melatonin release from happening naturally, which means that you're gonna have a harder time in falling asleep if you're looking at screen with blue light in the evenings. The red light will first improve your quality of sleep, and also secondly, it will make your phone a lot less appealing. So if you're trying to spend less time on your phone and scroll less, then this is a great way to limit your phone usage. 9 is to turn off as many artificial lights as you can in the evening and just live with either red lights or small lights, very dimmed lights, not overhead lights, or even just candlelight. I do this in the evening where I go into bed and I won't even put my bedside table lamp on. I will just light up a candle and read my book this way. It's very calming, and then I fall asleep like a baby. Definitely don't leave it on, and you know, if you're noticing you're starting to fall asleep, blow it out, you know, don't wait too long. And then finally, number 10 is to switch your regular candles for beeswax candles. I have recently listened to a podcast episode that was interviewing a toxicologist, I think it's called. So she's a doctor who specifies in toxins and how sometimes toxic our environment is. And one very easy way to remove the toxic load that we're ingesting daily is to switch our regular candles for beeswax candles because they are natural. By smelling regular candles, we're actually ingesting a lot of chemicals that disrupt our hormones, amongst many other things. So yeah, if you can, ditch your regular candles and switch to beeswax. Okay, and then number 11, because I have a little bonus one, is to keep your room screen free or technology free. A phone is hardly ever allowed in my bedroom. In the evening, I put it in its charging station, which is outside of the bedroom, and I put it on airplane mode, and then I don't touch it until the morning after my morning routine, ideally, so that I don't end up scrolling or doing anything of that sort before I've actually taken care of myself to start the day. So this is it. These are all of my 10, actually 11 micro habits for 2025. I hope that these gave you some ideas and tools on little tweaks that you can make here and there to optimize your life, to improve your health in this new year. And for those of you who are interested in taking some targeted supplements for your health and body, check out Biogena, and don't forget the code Chloe20 for 20% off. All of the links to the products that I use along to their bestseller products will be down below in the description. Okay, and now before we end, I'm really curious, what are you guys' micro habits that you've implemented and that you want to share with this community? Let us know down below in the comments, and thank you so much for being here with me. I wish you a beautiful day, and I'll see you very soon. Bye.